Hello everybody, Sanir, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's breaking news video, I want to talk about Ark Invest buying over $51 million worth of CRISPR stocks, and TLA, Beam Therapeutics, and of course CRISPR Therapeutics, over $51 million worth of stock just today and yesterday, which happens to be the first business day of the week, Monday, and then of course today, the second business day. That's 2 straight days. Today was 28 million, over 28 million dollars worth, which is breaking records. I don't think I ever remember seeing them buying 28 million dollars worth of those three companies, basically CRISPR stocks, in one single business day. And then of course yesterday, which was shocking at that time as well, 23 million, over $23 million worth of shares. And let's talk about why this is so important, guys. So, first of all, we've known for a while there's a bunch of things happening in the CRISPR landscape. We saw the business updates of NTLA, of Beam Therapeutics, and CRISPR Therapeutics. We've seen insider buys from CRISPR Therapeutics, of course, even Beam Therapeutics, and of course, even Prime Medicine. We've seen the leadership of NTLA be very, very bullish on CRISPR as a whole. We've seen how NTLA is confident that they can get their HAE program by 2027 in commercial launch, which means the FDA is going to approve that program by then. Beam Therapeutics is very bullish. They think end of 2026 they can potentially get this submitted, BLA, and get that FDA approved. We think they can get that FDA approved within basically a year and a couple of months, which is very bullish, but there's a path for it. Same for HAE, by the way, with NTLA, but I think sickle cell disease is a safer play because they've already approved it for CRISPR Therapeutics. There's already a disease that they have a cure for, but of course, supply doesn't meet demand right now, so it will be in all FDA's interest to basically get Beam Therapeutics, Beam 101 out there in the market. But again, I don't want to diverge too much here from this video here. Guys, look at these trades. NTLA, 273,000 today. CRISPR Therapeutics, almost 12 million. You look at Beam Therapeutics, 500,000, 511,000 to be specific. Again, this is all today, guys. 8.5 million. This is all today. 6.9 million. These are all buys, guys. 480,000, and of course, $10.3 million here for CRISPR Therapeutics. Pretty big. So if you sum them up, it gives you about, what is it, 28, over 28 million. My math was a little bit off. I think it's 28.6 million. Call it over 28 million, which is nothing to sneeze at. That is today alone. And then you look at yesterday, guys. Look at these prices. Beam at 7 million. You look at NTLA, 6.1 million. You look at CRISPR Therapeutics, basically 10 million. Another 10 million. That was yesterday. This is, guys, this is crazy. Sorry, I think that was Friday. Sorry, I'm jumping here, but I was counting the 19 and the 18 here together. I kind of jumped here. But anyways, the point here is Ark Invest here. If you look at yesterday, they bought, where is it here? $23 million worth. And if you combine them, 23 plus 28, that's over 51. It's actually close to 50. I believe it's 52 million if you add the decimal after the dot from both days. So that's $52 million worth of CRISPR stocks in 2 business days, guys. That is insane. And by the way, just like I started counting on 15, look, even myself, I'm getting this wrong, but they bought a bunch of them on Friday, right? You look at this, 10 million on Friday, last Friday. That's, again, the business day before the weekend hit. So look at this, 2.1 million. I mean, I can start adding all these up, but man, guys, CRISPR is being bought a lot by Ark Invest. You guys gotta remember, if we take a look at the total holdings, CRISPR Therapeutics, and if you add CRISPR Therapeutics, Beam Therapeutics, so CRISPR Therapeutics has 565. I don't know if this chart is updated actually, but let's just go with it with all the buys from yesterday and today. But 565, you look at Beam Therapeutics at almost 200, 200, and then you look at NTLA. Where's NTLA? NTLA at 117. So 117 plus 200, that 317. You add 317 plus 565. That basically gets you around number two position. Actually, I don't think this table is updated. They actually have more now, but it doesn't matter, guys. This is pretty big news, guys. I am so excited here. CRISPR companies, CRISPR Therapeutics, those trifecta, CRISPR Therapeutics, NTLA, Beam Therapeutics, they hold basically number two position of all combined stocks and all the holdings of Ark Invest. Now, a lot of viewers are going to be, yeah, but Hassan, Ark Invest is just one of many. Well, it starts with one. It starts with one institution, a technology institution, an institution that has a huge following. I mean, I don't think I need to explain to the people watching this channel that Ark Invest started this whole Tesla movement, I would argue. They were the first institution in the late 2010s to get into Tesla. They got a huge following, a lot of support, and that just compounds, right? The same is trying to be done here in CRISPR. Now, obviously, they have other companies in their portfolio that they're backing: Palantir, Coinbase, even Roku, which I don't even know why Roku is number 3 here in the individual stock. But these guys are doing something. They're cooking something. And these are signals. Again, you got to look at the signals, guys, not the noise. You got to look at the signal. A lot of people are lost in the noise and, they're looking at stock price on a daily basis. You got to look at the bigger picture here. CRISPR is here to stay. There's a big picture happening here. There's a lot of things happening here, guys. Stay up to date, guys. Don't lose track of the big picture. There are a lot of things happening in the CRISPR landscape. You gotta be patient. You gotta look at the long term. For people sitting on the sidelines, I think, again, not financial advice, but this may be the moment for you to dabble in. There's a lot of good values out there with CRISPR stocks. There's a lot of stuff happening under the hood with the science side of things, with the clinical trials, and of course with the FDA expediting it potentially. There's a lot of things happening, guys, and I just think we're just in an interesting period in time where there's just so many opportunities. And I made that video over the weekend. Was it over the weekend? It was over the weekend about low time preference, I think. And I honestly, I don't even care if those videos get 50. I think it got over 100 views actually, so that's not bad. But I really don't care if it only gets 40, 50, 60 views. I think there's something to be said. I think you have to understand the theories and the knowledge to really catch the next trend, right? You cannot catch the next trend just dabbling into a stock or to a company. There's certain theories you have to kind of conduct yourself on a daily basis. And by the way, this goes not just in investing, right? This goes in your personal life with health, fitness, social life, family, business, and of course investment. Low time preference, guys. Think long term. Think about some of these theories we talk about a lot. The Overton window. We talked about, of course, the low time preference last weekend. We also talked about the Dunning-Kruger effect, short for DKE. How you learn something first. In a couple of weeks, you think you're a master at it, you're a pro, you know everything. But then as you dabble more into it, you spend more time into it, you kind of realize your knowledge is really limited. And there's a long way for you to go to even reach anywhere near that pro and / expert level. All these theories, guys, I'm going to keep making videos like this because, when you see Ark Invest buying these things, you can bet that Ark Invest has mastered some of those theories. And they're betting big on it. I mean, literally, they're betting millions of dollars. I mean, literally over $52 million worth in 2 business days of CRISPR companies. And that's not even adding last week's buys that we also just talked about here in this video. So, a lot of things happening, guys. Stay up to date, guys. Again, not financial advice. You guys got to do your own research. But this is the period you build conviction, guys. Because it will be a hockey stick. It will be a hockey stick curve. I don't know about the stock price, but CRISPR adoption will be, I strongly believe that. It will be a hockey stick adoption and S-curve adoption. A lot of people would adopt it. It become mainstream so fast that you'll kind of wonder why you didn't dabble in, yet you were watching these videos, right? So that said, guys, I'll end this video like this. Before I do that, guys, it is a Tuesday. Tomorrow I have a Chris Brown concert. He's coming. He's actually here in Toronto. He's giving a concert actually in the neighborhood I'm here in Toronto. It's a neighborhood called North York. He's performing at the what's called Rogers Stadium, which is a new stadium here in North York / Toronto. So that's gonna be exciting. He's doing that today. My show is tomorrow, so he's doing 2 straight shows here in Toronto. So I'm gonna go to the Chris Brown show. That's gonna be fun, guys. So a lot, really busy, guys. I got my family here. I don't know if you can tell, a bunch of bags behind me. I got my couple of family members visiting me here from Montreal. So I told myself, they're away here tonight doing some stuff, and I told myself, you know what, I'll pump out a video here, talk about what's happening here in the last 2 days, and give a outlook of what's to come for CRISPR, I think. So, guys, please do like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and I hope my microphone was fixed here. I upped the volume, I fixed the weird noise behind, and hopefully it's better, much better, guys. If it's not, let me know. Comment below, guys. It really does help engagement. And I'll even end this video like this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully Chris Brown makes me happy tomorrow night. Thank you.